Welcome to the first lecture on advanced literature review techniques using AI tools. In this course, we will explore the world of technical literature and learn how to analyze it effectively using modern AI-assisted approaches. In this first lecture, our primary focus will be on the basics of scholarly papers. Now, what is technical literature? It is the body of written works that document, communicate, and disseminate specialized knowledge across science, engineering, and technology. These include scholarly papers, books, dissertations and theses, patents, and technical standards. As mentioned before, we will start our discussion with scholarly papers. There are two main types of scholarly papers: the journal papers and the conference papers. Journal papers, as their name suggests, are published in academic journals, while conference papers are first presented at conferences and then published in conference proceedings. Journal and conference papers form the backbone of a literature review in technical and engineering fields. Researchers typically search specialized databases to locate relevant journal and conference papers. Let's look at journal papers first. Journal papers are the scholarly articles published in academic journals and are generally considered the highest quality source of research information. Most journal papers are 6 to 20 pages long and undergo rigorous peer review process by 2 to 4 experts before publication. The publication process is often lengthy and may take anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. All journal papers have DOIs, or digital object identifiers, for permanent reference. Journal papers are of several types. These include original research articles, review articles, brief communications and short reports, case studies and case reports, methodological or method articles, and theoretical articles. Of all the types mentioned above, review articles are secondary literature in the sense that they summarize, synthesize, and evaluate previously published research articles on a specific topic rather than reporting new results. Now, conference papers are papers presented at a conference or symposia, then published in proceedings. They are typically peer-reviewed by up to 3 reviewers. They are usually 4 to 8 pages long and less exhaustive than journal articles. They are often a stepping stone to a full journal publication. They are published months after submission, much faster than that of journals. They are usually original research articles. Now, what makes a scholarly paper high quality? Quality is assessed based on the prestige of the publishing venue and the paper's subsequent impact on the field. Prestige of the venue is basically the quality of the corresponding journals and conferences. This is dependent on the quality of peer review, acceptance rate, and citation reports. Subsequent impact of an individual paper can be assessed by the number of citations it gets and other metrics like the relative citation ratio and the field-weighted citation impact that compares it to other papers from the same field. To understand the quality of scholarly literature, let's start with the publishing venue prestige of journal papers. In this case, we are looking at the quality metrics of the corresponding journal in which the paper is published. When it comes to the quality of the publishing venue, there are several key metrics used to evaluate journals. We will walk through the 5 major ones: impact factor, site score, SJR, quartiles Q1 through Q4, and the H5 index. Each of these comes from a different database and calculates prestige a little bit differently, so it's important to know how to read them. The impact factor, or IF, represents the average number of citations received per article published in that journal during the previous 2 years. The exact equation used for calculation is shown here. It shows that the total current year citations of articles from previous 2 years divided by total articles published in those 2 years provides the impact factor. The data used for this calculation comes from Clarivate's Journal Citation Reports or JCR. Only journals indexed in Web of Science receive an official impact factor rating. Now, how to find the impact factor of a journal that you're interested in. If you have no subscription to Clarivate, then go to Web of Science at the following link. Once you're there, choose Publication Titles from the drop-down list. Then enter the journal title in the search box and click on the search button. You will see the article list from that journal. Please click on the journal title. You will find its impact factor. Now let us look at cite score. It is the average citations per document published over a 4-year window. The exact equation used for the calculation is shown here. It is developed by Elsevier using data from Scopus database. This also produces cite score percentile and cite score rank within a given subject category. This is absolutely free to access. Now, how to find the cite score of a journal that you're interested in? Navigate to the Scopus Sources directory. Choose Title from the drop-down menu and type journal name in the search bar and click Find Sources. Locate your journal in the search results to see its current cite score. Click on the journal title to open the source details page where you can view the methodology and check its ranking and percentile within its subject category. Now let us look at SJR. It stands for Semego Journal Rank. SJR is produced by the Semego lab using Scopus data. SJR values are not comparable to cite score values, since SJR weights citations by the prestige of the citing journal. Citations from highly respected journals contribute more weight. No subscription is required and it is freely available through the Semego website. A journal's SJR quartile can differ from its JCR quartile, so always state which system you are using. Now, how to find the SJR value of a journal that you're interested in. Go to the Semego Journal and Country Rank website. Enter the journal's title, ISSN, or publisher in the search bar at the top of the page and click Search. Click on the correct journal from the search results. Scroll down to the SJR indicator section to see its score and historical trends. You can also see its quartile, for example Q1, Q2, etc. for various subjects. Now let's look at quartile rankings. These are perhaps the most practical way to assess journal quality. Journals are divided into 4 groups within a subject category. Many universities and funding agencies use quartile rankings when evaluating publications. Clarivate Web of Science, Scopus, and Semego all produce quartiles independently. In all these cases, Q1 represents the top 25% or the highest prestige flagship journals in any particular field. Q2 represents second top quarter, the highest prestige, high quality, well-established journals. These are respected by the research community. Q3 represents the third quarter from the top. These are mid-tier journals, peer-reviewed and valid, but less prominent. Q4 represents the absolute bottom, 25%, lowest tier, and you have to scrutinize them carefully when referencing. A journal can be a Q1 flagship in one field but drop to Q2 in another, so you have to be always careful and verify the quartile for your exact field. The H5 index is Google's journal impact metric. It is based on citations received over the previous 5 complete years. The H5 index is the largest number edge, such that edge articles published in the past 5 years have each been cited at least H times. The metric is freely available through Google Scholar and is particularly popular in computer science and engineering. However, like other citation metrics, comparisons across disciplines should be made carefully. Now, how to find the H5 index of a journal? Go to Google Scholar, go to the menu and select Metrics. Search the required journal name in the search bar to find the H5 index of that journal. Now let's look at conference quality metrics. Unlike journals, there is no single universal metric for conferences. Quality must be assessed through a combination of indicators. Nothing similar to impact factor or site score exists for conferences. Instead, researchers consider multiple indicators such as the core rankings, acceptance rates, indexing status, organizing bodies, and citation measures like H5 index. A combination of these factors usually provides a reliable assessment of conference quality. Core rankings by the Computing Research and Education Association of Australasia are widely used in computer science and related disciplines. According to core rankings, conferences are classified into 4 categories: A star, A, B, and C. A star conferences represents the highest tier and often have very low acceptance rates. These conferences attract leading researchers and are highly competitive. One of the strongest indicators of conference quality is whether its proceedings are indexed in reputable databases. Major indexing services include Scopus, Web of Science, IEEE Explore, ACM Digital Library, and EI Compendex. Inclusion in these databases indicates that the conference has met certain quality criteria. Google Scholar is useful for discovering papers, but inclusion there alone should not be considered evidence of quality. The organization behind a conference tells us a great deal about its credibility. In general, conferences organized by established professional societies tend to be more trustworthy. Major professional societies such as IEEE, ACM, ASME, and ASCE maintain rigorous standards for peer review and publication ethics. Other respected organizations include Elsevier, USENIX, SPIE, AIAA, and conferences managed by major publishers like Springer and Elsevier. Not all journals and conferences are legitimate. Predatory publishers focus on collecting publication fees while providing little or no meaningful peer review. Common warning signs of such publications include unsolicited email invitations, unrealistically fast acceptance decisions, fake impact factors, excessive publication fees, and poorly maintained websites. Researchers should always verify the journals and conferences by first checking if they are whitelisted by using reputable indexing databases like Web of Science, Scopus, etc., or DOAJ. And if they are blacklisted using resources like Beale's List, Predatory Journals, Cable's Predatory Reports, and ThinkCheck Summit. Now let us look at major literature databases. Different databases serve different purposes. Scopus from Elsevier and Web of Science by Clarivate are 2 of the major multidisciplinary databases used for citation analysis. IEEE Explore database, owned by IEEE, is essential for electrical engineering and computer science journals, conferences, and standards. The ACM Digital Library, owned by the Association for Computing Machinery, is particularly important for computing research. The EI Compendex from Elsevier is the world's largest and the most comprehensive engineering literature database. The PubMed is maintained by the National Library of Medicine and is generally considered the most important database in medicine and health sciences. While Google Scholar provides the broadest coverage and is useful for discovery, it shouldn't be the go-to method for systematic review. Researchers often use multiple databases to ensure comprehensive literature coverage. Now, to evaluate the quality of individual papers on their own merits, we have to look at their subsequent impact. The most basic and universal metric we use is the citation count. This simply tracks the total number of times other researchers have officially referenced this paper in their own work. You can find this number across almost every major database, including Google Scholar, Scopus, and Web of Science. However, raw citation counts have a drawback. They don't account for the time or the discipline. To fix this flaw, the scientific community developed normalized metrics. The first of these is the relative citation ratio developed by the National Institutes of Health. The RCR compares an individual paper's citation rate directly against other papers within the exact same research field. It uses a very clean, intuitive scale where a score of 1 represents the exact field average. If you find a paper with an RCR of 2, it means it is performing at twice the field average, a clear indicator of high quality. Note that the RCR is specifically tailored for papers indexed in the PubMed database. For a broader interdisciplinary alternative, we turn to the Field-Weighted Citation Impact, FWCI. This is produced by Elsevier for the Scopus database. The FWCI is conceptually almost identical to the RCR. Finally, when you download a high-quality paper, you do not need to read it blindly from page 1 to the end. Most technical papers follow a predictable blueprint known as the IMRAD structure: Introduction, Methods, Results, and Discussion. It begins with the front matter, the title, abstract, and keywords. This is what you scan first to decide if the paper is relevant to your work. The introduction provides the broad context, integrates a literature review of previous studies to establish the technical foundation, pinpoints the specific research gap the authors are trying to fill, and states their core objectives. The methodology is the recipe. It details the research approach, tools, algorithms, and experimental setups used. If you are trying to replicate an experiment or evaluate the study's validity, this is where you look. The results section presents the raw, objective findings, supported by the author's tables, charts, and graphs. It focuses strictly on facts without speculation. This leads directly into the discussion section. This is where the authors interpret those findings and explain what they actually mean, and compare them directly to previous studies. Crucially, this section also addresses the study's limitations. The paper wraps up with conclusion, mapping out the final takeaways and the future research directions. Finally, the back matter contains the acknowledgements, funding sources, references, and any supplementary appendices. Understanding this structure allows you to read strategically, jumping straight to the methodology or the figures depending on what information you need at that exact moment. Alright, so that's all about the basics of scholarly papers. See you in the next lecture.